Good morning, children. I am your Abhilash sir. Today we start our online classes because of COVID-19. I think you all are keeping fine. Okay, I am going to take the class for class 4th, Social Studies. Our first lesson is globes and maps. I think all of you know about the globes and maps. Your previous class, I mean third class, you learned about globes and maps. Different types of maps are there and globes. And you know many aspect about the features about globes. So many features are there in the globes to identify the things which is in the globe. But you know why we using globes? Before to say the answer, I would like to say a small incident about the concept of the world. People believe that the world is, the earth is in flat shape. The shape of the earth is round. But people, before that, years by years before, the people believed that the shape of the earth is flat. When the concept is changed, is the travel of Ferdinand Magellan. He's a Spanish traveler. He started a journey. He started a journey from Europe in one direction. From where he started the journey. This is the point, and the same direction. When in 1519, after 3 years, 1522, he reached the place where he started his journey. At a time, the whole concept of the world is changed. The people believed that the shape of the earth is round. The earth is so big that we cannot see the whole earth at the same time from the place we stand on it. So for example, I am standing here, I can see this much area already, around 50 meter, 100 meter, 200 meter, that's enough. Therefore, to study the earth, the concept of the earth, to learn to detail study of the earth, we need a tool. It is a globe. That means a globe is a small model of earth. Small model of earth. Don't forget, what is a globe? The globe is a small model of earth. And next we are going to learn about the details of the features of the globe. See, this is the globe. I think everyone can see this. This is globe. And the shape of the globe, you see the shape of the globe. It's a spherical shape. And it shows the oceans. Here the oceans and the continents separately, accurately it is showing. Okay. And the road which is in the globe, this one, it rotates. It represents the earth axis. This rod represents the earth axis. And the earth is, and it rotates west to east, and it have a two part. What is that? The north pole and the south pole. This is the north pole and this is the south pole. Once again, north pole and the south pole. The rod which is globe is rotates represent its axis, and the imaginary line going to the center of the earth, which is rotating. This is the imaginary line which is center of the earth, on which rotates from west to east. There are two ends, as already I told, north and south pole. There are some limitations of the globes. Globes give an idea about what the whole earth look like and also help us to understand the rotation of the earth. However, it has some limitations too. What is the limitations? Globes are not big enough to show all the details of the earth. See, you can see the globe. This is a small globe. How it shows all the details of the earth? It's not possible. Okay, this is the one major limitation. One important limitation of the globe is that it is not big enough to show all the details of the earth. Globes are not big enough to show all the details of the earth. The second one is they are not easy to carry from one place to another. Is it correct? This globe, it is not easy to carry one place to another. So once again, we just recall our old lessons. First, what is that? The concept of the earth, and second one, the globe. The shape of the globe, what? The spherical shape, and it rotates to west to east, and it have an earth axis, and it is a north pole. Two side is there. First one is north pole, and second one is the south pole. Okay, and the homework is that you do one thing: take a paper and make a small list of what is the features of the globe. Okay. As we discuss the limitations of the globe, to overcome these limitations, we need maps to help us study the earth in great details. Okay, and what is a map? It is a representation or drawing of the earth or a part of it on a flat surface such as paper. Paper means on a flat area, on a cardboard, on a wall, and the flat surface is where the flat surface we can draw the maps. And there are types of maps: physical maps, political maps, and thematic maps. Once again, physical maps, political maps, thematic maps. Let us discuss about each map's detail. The physical map shows the natural features like plains, plateaus, desert, mountains, rivers, lakes, and oceans. What is that? The physical maps shows natural features like plains, plateaus, desert, rivers, lakes, and oceans. And next one, what is that? Political maps. It shows the boundaries between the countries, state, and districts. And the next one, thematic map. Thematic map refers a particular theme about a geographical area. Particular theme about a geographical area. Rivers, climates, type of soils, rainfall, flood, this etc. So these all things coming under the thematic maps, and the boundaries between the countries and states coming under the political maps. And the physical map shows the plains, plateaus, and desert. This all we cannot see in a same map. For this we need separate maps, so that I will show you. See, this is the This is the physical map, political map, thematical map. The physical maps shows the plains, desert, plateaus and mountains. And the political map shows boundaries between the countries, boundaries between the states and boundaries between the countries and states. And the other one, thematical map, it shows the particular geographical area and their rainfall, type of soils, rivers, etc. So we need some keys to learn about these maps detailed, so that we will learn our next class. The conclusion is that there is types of maps. First, maps, what is that? To overcome the limitations of the globes, we need maps. The map is a representation or drawing of the earth or a part of it on a flat surface such as paper, like that. Next one, there is a 3 types of maps. In 4th class we only going to learn only 3 types of maps only. So physical, political and thematic. Physical shows natural features. Political map shows boundaries between the countries and states, and thematic maps particular theme about the geographical area. And the conclusion is that to learn about the whole world, we need maps and globes. Maps have many limitations, so we already just discussed that, and to overcome that limitations, we took maps. The maps, these are the main features of a maps. You write a small description or small summary about these maps and globes. Okay, thank you.